Good morning to everyone who might be watching this, or good afternoon or good evening whenever you are. My name is John Moore, aka the Blind Coaster Fanatic. I would like to apologize in advance for any visual mishaps in this video. I am totally blind and I'm doing my best to point the camera at myself, but I don't know how well it's turning out. Anyway, I wanted to introduce myself really quick and explain the purpose of this vlog. I've had a YouTube channel for many years, but only about a month or so ago decided to start posting to it. I am a Braille proofreader at the American Printing House for the Blind in Louisville, Kentucky. I am also a very hardcore fan of theme parks and thrill rides and carnival rides, as well as console gaming. I am also deaf as well as blind. The original purpose of this channel was to, and still is, to document my trips to various parks. And I eventually will be getting a GoPro to take to the parks and shoot footage with. I won a GoPro through my company, and so I intend to start using it. However, I am about to get fitted with the first of 2 cochlear implants. And so, first and foremost, for now, this channel will be vlogging my experiences in that regard. This is the week of the surgery. The surgery will happen on Friday, and I don't mind saying that it's still, in some ways, hard to believe that I'm actually at the point where I need to get implants. There is a very real grieving process for me as someone who has had natural hearing. And it's been a rough few months ever since I got the diagnosis in March, and then having to come to grips with the fact that this is actually going to happen. I don't really have a lot to talk about as far as that goes right now, but I will be vlogging my experiences. I'll be making videos about my experiences in regards to getting this first one and possibly my second one, which the plan right now is to get the second one early next year. But anyway, but since this channel is primarily about coasters and being an enthusiast, I want to briefly talk about and pay tribute to a truly wonderful ride that we are about to lose. Scorpion at Busch Gardens Tampa in Tampa, Florida. I had the pleasure of riding Scorpion several times in 2022. I'm a member of a club called the American Coaster Enthusiasts, and we had our spring conference at one of the parks that we had it at was Busch Gardens Tampa. And I had the pleasure of riding Scorpion several times. It really saddens me that this ride is going away. As a fan of roller coasters built by the legendary Anton Schwarzkopf, we are losing a piece of history here. In my eyes, Schwarzkopf was way ahead of his time. If it had not been for Schwarzkopf, we would not have the vertical loop on our on modern coasters, because he was the one that was brave enough to try bringing it back. And Scorpion was just a gem. It was running very smoothly. It only had lap bars, and it was a very fun ride. It actually came to be my favorite ride in that park. It really did. Not just because Schwarzkopf is my favorite manufacturer, but because, it was just a fun little zippy ride. And I know for a lot of people in that area, it was their first upside down coaster, their first coaster with an inversion. And so this is very sad news indeed that we are losing Scorpion. I really hope that another park buys it so that it can be relocated. I would love to see this coaster continue to operate. After 44 years, it's still incredibly smooth. So it's very sad to see this go. I'm also a proud member of the National Amusement Park Historical Association, which is a group that is devoted to preserving the history of the amusement industry, as well as the American coaster enthusiasts. And I enjoy being in both of those clubs. My favorite steel roller coaster is Shockwave at Six Flags Over Texas. I grew up in Fort Worth, Texas, not too far from Six Flags. And Shockwave will always be my favorite steel coaster, not only because it's a Schwarzkopf, but because it is just a fun experience with the two mid-sized drops halfway through the ride that provide amazing airtime. And the forceful back-to-back vertical loops. I really hope that Six Flags preserves this ride for years to come and keeps the original Schwarzkopf trains as long as possible. My favorite wooden roller coaster is a toss-up between Thunderhead at Dollywood in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, and Texas Stingray at SeaWorld San Antonio. I am a big fan of Great Coasters International and love their rides. And yes, I have ridden the Voyage at Holiday World, but I prefer these two over it, which I know is a very unpopular opinion in the enthusiast community. Voyage is a good ride, okay, for those of you that are gonna cry, oh, why is you saying that? Voyage is a good ride, but there's just something about a GCI with the trains, the Millennium Flyer trains, and the track work. There's just something about it. There's just something about those rides that I really love. Excuse me. I am also very much into flat rides, into spinning rides, and rides of that nature. I can talk about my love for that in another video, and talk about how I came to love coasters and thrill rides so much. So I want to thank everybody for watching this, and I hope that wherever you are, you have a good day and a good week. And my next video will probably be in a few days. So, thank you again for watching. And I hope to hear from people soon. If you like this video, please subscribe and like it, and click the notification bell so that you don't miss future videos. I will be posting fairly often, or at least I hope to. The amusement park footage will probably come in 2025. That's when I'll start taking the GoPro to parks. I'm just using my phone right now. So anyway, I hope that everyone has a blessed day and a blessed week. And I will see you soon. Take care.